Hey everybody, welcome to Music and Mixing. I'm DJ Michael Joseph. Sorry about the delay. We were trying to do the multicast thing to all the different Facebooks and whatnot, but for some reason I couldn't get that to work, so we're only on YouTube tonight. So I hope everybody who gets the link can see it from YouTube. I hope everything's going all right. Like I said, this is kind of, I'm back on my own again this evening in the studio, and I had to do some adjustments. So let me know in the chat if you can hear me, see me, all that kind of fun stuff. Hope all is well out there. While we're waiting, we're going to say what's up to Peter the Hubcap Dude, and a big thank you for getting me those videos from the DJ Expo. I'm going to be posting pictures and videos and stuff that he got me from the Expo. Hold on here. I have to answer John back. He was trying to help me. I think he's away this weekend. But anyways, I just definitely want to thank him for getting me those videos. It was appreciate all the photographs and different things that everybody took at the expo and different things, and I really appreciate that. Saying what's up to Dave Henderson. Who else is in here? Super Rockin' DJ Smash. What's going on? For the topic of the night, we're going to take open questions, but I do have something special I'm going to be talking about here in a little bit. See anybody else is in the chat, feel free to say hello in the chat. Again, let me know that you can hear me and see me, all that kind of fun stuff. Make sure the audio and everything's going through. But first, if you've never seen the show, first part, what we do. Hey, Todd is Steve. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? First part of the show, we just kind of let everybody come into the chats, do some shout outs, stuff like that. Then we get into some open questions. I have the decks open tonight, so if you have any mixing questions, we can definitely do the mixing questions on the deck and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're kind of going to leave it wide open tonight for whatever you guys want to do. But like I said, later on, I do have a topic I do need to talk about tonight. Paul Reddy, what's going on? Reedy, I don't know which way I signed that. Everybody can hear me. Oh, somebody, DJ Red says he couldn't hear me, but he had it on mute. I'm sometimes better on mute. I'm just going to say that. Lots of people think I'm better on mute. So it might be what you want to do there. Oh, crazy couple of weeks it's been. If I cough tonight, I'm going to do my best to turn the mic down because I'm just getting at the tail end of a cold and I'm still coughing a little bit. So who knows? Last Thursday, when I DJ'd last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and last Thursday, my cold hit the hardest on Thursday, and I hadn't taken any cold medicine prior to going and DJing, and holy crap did I barely make it through that night. Oh, it was bad. It was my mixes were bad. Everything was bad. I wish I would have had some. I don't know if cold medicine would have made me a better DJ that night, but it definitely would have made me feel better. That was rough. I have a lot of stories about being sick DJing, not, and just being sick and still going and doing the job. Who else is in chat? I definitely want to thank everybody for checking out the VDJ how-to videos. We've gotten a ridiculous amount of hits on those lately, and I really appreciate everybody checking those videos out. The one that I just put up last Wednesday, I think it was, already has over 2,000 hits, and for such a small, specific topic type show like that, I think that was pretty good. I really appreciate everybody who watched that. We definitely have more coming. Some more cool stuff. I don't know what all is going to happen, but we're going to try to keep it really fresh and keep it going best we can. Reds has a question. We're not ready to take questions yet, but I'm going to field that one. What do you mean by IEMs? I'm not even sure what that is right there, so you're going to have to hit me up with what that is. Maybe I'm reading that wrong or something. But we're doing questions tonight. I called out sick one gig, and it wasn't a paying gig. It was a guest spot at a place, little tiny cafe, that was doing house music, and I used to love going up there and hanging out, just listening to people DJ house music. And they're like, hey, you want to do a set next week? And it ended up that I ended up running a temperature of 104.5 the following week and couldn't go. I mean, I was kind of delirious with the temperature, but that was the only one I've ever called off for. And that was, I tried real hard, but I couldn't break that temperature all day, 104.5, and it was just, I was like that close to going to the emergency room. But that's the only one I've ever called off on for. Oh, in-ear monitors, sorry. I have a couple different pair that I use. These ones here I use in the studio. They're a really cheap pair. I can't remember what brand they are. I posted a while back. They cost me about $20. I use them for little things like this when we do our shows so that I can have in-ear monitors. I have a pair of really old Denon ones that are discontinued, and I have a pair of Shure that are probably even older than that. For certain gigs, I love them, but other things I don't. For the type of DJing I do a lot of quick mixing and stuff in and out. So I tend to like to have a lot of my headphones. I mix in headphones. I do split Q, right? You know, if you ever know what split Q means, that when it's in split Q mode, what's playing out to what everybody else hears is in one ear, and what I'm queuing is in the other. So I'm hearing one in one, and then matching it, and then kicking that off, and then I hear the master out in the headphones, and I mix that way. But for certain gigs, in-ears, I used to do a really high-class place, Champagne Lounge, and I used to wear the in-ears for there. So it just kind of depends. That was the kind of gig. There was a lot of house music, it's real relaxed there, chilled out. I didn't have to worry about too much, and I didn't want to flop around with the headphones, so I just do the in-ears and pop one out every once in a while when I need to. See who's there. Mr. T, hello. Saying hello to everybody. Philip, how you doing, Philip? We did get started late tonight, so if any of you are jumping in, we got started late because I was trying to do the multicast thing like we always do to all of the different things that we do, but I couldn't get it to pick up tonight, so we're only on YouTube. So if anybody's out there looking for us on another place, send them here. This is the only place we're at tonight. Les Paul studio monitors. I've never heard them, but I've heard they're good. I'm about ready to cough. Excuse me. Don't know anything about them. If anybody in the chat knows anything about the Les Paul monitors, hit them up and let them know what you think of them in there. John, what's going on? Saying hello to everybody as you come in the chat. Definitely field some questions tonight, so get your questions ready. It can be anything, mixing, music. We can talk about Virtual DJ 2020. I've got it in there. All kinds of stuff. Do not ask me about the new Prime 1.3.3 because I tried to load it on a studio computer and had some trouble with it. I haven't tried it on the DJ computer yet, so I can't really say about the 1.3.3 because I haven't really got it working right yet. So I'm not sure why. It may be a driver because it seems to be a video issue, I think. I don't know. I'm having a little trouble with it. It just blanks out on me. But see how we have in the chat. If you guys, like I said, if you guys have questions, feel free to drop the questions in there. Keep an eye on the chat. The only place I'm watching it tonight, like I said, is on the YouTube chat. So, do I have DJ mixing tutorials? I sort of have a few, Philip, on Discjockeynews' YouTube channel. A lot of them came on this show, so if you go back and watch old episodes of the music and mixing show, a lot of them I did tutorials about mixing with loops, exit effects, where to find mix points. I did a show on cue points, hot cue points, a little bit of everything. I do have classes that I put on hold for right now because I'm just crazy busy and can't do any classes. I do have a kind of class coming up in February that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. For those of you who don't know, Discjockeynews is going to be part of the Photobooth Expo this year, doing all kinds of cool stuff. I'm going to talk about that fully here in a little bit. But I'm going to be there doing classes, or a class. I don't really know what it is. I'll be mixing and stuff, and we're definitely going to be going over some stuff there. Somebody said they like the JBL monitors. Those are good. My favorites have always been the Shure for the in-ear monitors, but they're kind of expensive. But there's other ones out there that are good too. Yeah, you always have to look for the dual driver. That's what these are. I can't believe that I got $20 dual drivers. They're not bad. I like them for $20. And like I said, I don't know if I'd want to use them as a vocal performer because that's what I used to do way back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And that's why I had the Shure system, the full Shure system from when I performed. So I didn't have to worry about stage monitors. I had my own in-ear monitors I traveled with. Not sure I'd want to use these for the performance stuff, but they're all right. Virtual DJ question. How do you add and analyze music? Okay, so this is really simple. I'm going to switch over and show you the screen. His question was he's new to Virtual DJ. How do you add and analyze music. All right, so here is our screen over here. This is a zoomed in section of virtual. So you're going to have a folder, a main folder, like mine is DJ Music. So if I go into my folder system within the computer, I put my music in a folder. Now you can folder them however you want. You can do them by BPM, you can do them by genre, decade, however you want. That's a whole nother show. But once you put them in there, you click on that folder and you right click and recurse. Basically what it does is it searches through that folder. That's the main folder, keep in mind. It searches through that folder. It's not showing the recurse right click. I always hate when this thing doesn't do that. It doesn't grab the right click. Nope, it's not showing it. There's a pop-up there when I right-clicked, and it says recurse. And what it's going to do, and you're going to watch right over here, and you'll see it. It'll start scanning through all the files. So what it does is it looks in that folder that I'm clicking on, a right-click and then recurse. It will look in there and all the folders underneath of it and scan for them. So I do that, and there you see it start scanning everything. Then it goes through there. And then if you want to highlight all of them or a bunch or whatever, like I'm going to highlight those two there and go here with another right click. And again, it's not showing up on the screen grab is not grabbing it for some reason. I'm not sure. Let me see if I do the full screen, if it grabs it on the left screen capture. Nope, doesn't grab it there either. Pretend there's a pop-out window there when I right-click, and then you do batch, and you watch these two will scan across here, and it will show them being scanned. So you scan the whole thing, and then you can scan each one. It says batch, and then analyze for BPM, etc. And you'll see them going red there. And that means it's scanned those, and it has analyzed the BPM, the key, the waveform, everything. And that's basically all you have to do with putting new music in. You put it in a folder, whatever folder you want, then you scan everything, and then scan each song so that it gets all the information. It includes that grabs all of the tags and all that kind of stuff too. Sorry, I just coughed. I'm sorry. That is that scans everything, including your tags and whatnot. Because, like I said, those who know me know that I'm a really big fan of tagging things. So, because the way Virtual DJ searches, you can do these ridiculously detailed searches. So, if I want to go in here, I'm looking at this folder here, which is absolutely everything that I have, and I can go in there and I can type 100-105. Now that is showing me every single song I have in that entire folder that is between 100 and 105 BPM. And then I put a space there, and I can go 2005, 2009. So now that's showing me every song in that folder that is between 100 and 105 BPM and was put out between 2005 and 2019. I can take that further and go pop. So now it's only going to show me songs that have pop in the genre. And then I go remix. And it's only going to show me songs that were out between 100 and 105 BPM between the year 2005-2009 that is a pop remix. And that's one of the reasons why I like tagging stuff, is because you can really shorten things up without having to worry about crates so much, because if you just tag the song for what it is, you can search for whatever you're looking for. And that includes doing things, if it's not going to show the pop out on here. I don't think it is. Let me, nope, doesn't show that. Let me see if I can do a second grab on that. Oh, I hate when it doesn't grab both of those. Let me see if I can do window capture instead. Nope. Hold on, I'm see if I can grab a second screen on that there. All right, so we do have that there, and you still can't see that. So, all right. Anyway, so it brings up your tag editor, and in the tags you can do things what's called grouping. And if you look here, I have stuff that's called grouping, and even in the grouping by decades, I have 00S, so for the 2000s. 90s would be 90S. So if I go back over here to my search, and I take that BPM range, and just go to BPM range, and then I can type in 90S, and it's going to bring up only songs that I've grouped by the 90s. So it's a 90s grouping. Oops, I'm over here. 90s grouping, if I can get that thing to move. I'm stuck. Hold on here. There we go. And you can see all my 90s groupings and by BPM, and then you can sort top to bottom by play count or whatever you want to do there. And that's the basics of that. So I hope that explained that. If not, let me know. Back to the chat. See if we got any questions here. Yeah, Paul's talking about favoriting a song. So you can go if I went into here, that's a good thing to show. Favoriting something. Left screen zoomed. Okay. So if I wanted to find that folder, the DJ music folder, I would actually have to go into local. Then under local, look under music. No, it wouldn't be under music. It would be under hard drives. And then D. And then under D, that's where I have DJ music. So I wanted that so I didn't have to dig in there so far for that. So all I did was hit this right here, and it creates a favorite folder. And what it does is it'll put it out here as a, see the little heart there. Oh, it's not in the picture right. There we go. See the little heart by the thing. If I can zoom in a little bit further, let you guys see that. There we go. So it made a little heart folder there. And what that does is it puts any of those folders that I have within this whole hierarchy there under DJ music, all of those, it puts that folder out there so I don't have to go through this to get it. So if I wanted to go here and then click on this, it would then kick that out, and then that would show me everything under that folder. But I put that as a favorite with the heart folder, which is right there, the top one. Created that little heart folder and put it there. Did that explain things? That was a good thing to point out. Thank you. I know there's a lot of steps I take that I presume everybody already knows how to do. Because with virtual, you can do just about everything that there is. Awesome. I'm glad Dave got that. If you're looking at that downloading, that means it's still searching the hard drive when you type that in. So what that's doing is that you've not what's the word I'm looking for? Searched that entire hard drive first time. So do that right click and recurse, search everything, and then scan everything, and you won't have to do, it will not say downloading. Because what that's doing, and I don't know if it'll show it here if I do it or not. We'll see if it shows downloading. I'm going to do that scan again. Right click, recurse. Yeah, browsing over here. And that's what it's doing. So if you're doing that and it's doing the search, that means it's still searching through everything. Or unless you have one of the online things dedicated. So if you go here, and you guys cannot see that drop down. Oh, I hate these drop downs. There's a drop down there that gives check marks, and one of the check marks is search online catalog. And that lets it mean that it's going to search both your hard drive where everything is and the online catalog. So you might have that checked. It would be right here. If I click on this, if this thing was grabbing the pop-ups, you would see it, and then it would say search online catalogs, and uncheck that so it doesn't search both at the same time. So that's one of the things it does there. Will I be at the DJ meetup in Allentown? I will not. I've not been asked to be a part of that, even though it's just a little over 4 hours away from me. They didn't ask me to speak or anything. So, and it's mainly about mobile DJs, for mobile DJs, and I don't do any mobile DJing. I'm a club and bar person only. Other stuff, festivals, schools, different things like that, corporate stuff, demos, different things like that. Paul, my email is online, Paul. So send me, or through Facebook messaging sometime. Doesn't have to be right now. But send me a screen grab of that and show me what you're doing, because that's basically what that means, is it's looking for that. If you have that checked, that means it's trying to look for stuff online. Or you've not checked in that box. Again, with that drop down that I do, there are bunches of check marks there of places you allow, headings you allow it to search. So on mine, I have title, artist, file name, comment, genre, year, BPM, remix, and grouping checked. So that means it's going to search only the ones I have checked, because there's ones in there like album and composer, field 1, label, stuff like that is in the search, and I don't have it searched for those, so those are unchecked. Again, it's in that cogwheel right by the search bar, and that gives a drop down. See what you all have checked there, because you might have so much checked it's searching through everything. You might not have anything checked. The 2 check marks at the top is search in current folder and search in all local files. So check with those, because what that is that's your parameters that once you hit that search, whatever's checked, those are the places it's going to search. And if you don't have anything checked, it may just be looking, or if you have everything checked, it may be taking too long for that download. Again, you also might have the online thing checked. So, oh, the online catalog was on. There you go. Awesome. Glad I can solve that. Sorry I rambled so long. Still taking any questions tonight. Any question at all. Open mixing night. Can be anything. I haven't done one of these shows in a while. Had somebody actually ask me online. There you go. See, there's so many little things. Like, I probably could do a whole class on setting up Virtual DJ before you ever press play, because there's so many little things I do to make this quick and easy for me. So when I go out and DJ, I don't have to think very much. One of the things that I do have that I do a lot on here, and I talked about this on one of the shows a while back, is that, again, whatever you have highlighted is where it's going to search, but it will search beyond that. So those of you know, and on virtualdj.com, I have a cloud list there that you can subscribe to, and I update it every single Thursday. And what I do is I go into Billboard, I look at all the songs that are in the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100, and I put them in a folder right here. And if you right-click on it, and then, again, you can't see the pop-up, but it says Resort Order, and you just saw it change order there. So this is the order from number 1 to number 40 that these songs are in. So if I did that same search with this highlighted, not my DJ music, that one, so it's only one folder. This is like a crate, what this is. So you can have subfolders, you have crates, you can whatever, but this works the same for no matter what you have highlighted. So current top 40 is a crate or a smart folder or a smart list or wherever you want to call that, playlist. So if I do that 105 to 100 to 105, and you'll see that there's a break right here. And what that means is these songs are in this folder, so it's going to show me what's in that folder first. Then it's going to go on down and show me everything else that's in everything else below that. So I can go back and sort this by play count, back all the way to the top, and it's by play count in just that folder first, and then everything else past that. And that's kind of a little trick I do to kind of hurry things up and help your searches go real quick here. Mr. T asked about music streaming while DJing. I will tell you with this scenario why you should only use the streaming music as a backup or a go-to for a song. And in a minute I'll show you how to do it. But if you download, let's say you find a version of a song you like and you download it, you always have that. But if you rely on the streaming service and you find a song on that streaming service, a version you like, an edit, a remix, whatever you like, and you will use it all the time, and then all of a sudden that streaming service loses the license to that song, whether it be the remixer doesn't want it there or the label or whoever owns that song, then that song gets taken away from the streaming service. That means you now can't play that song ever again. So I like it as just a backup, something to go to. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Sorry. Something as a backup, but not a go-to, because it is just, there's too many variables in there right now. So I'll show you a quick thing on that. So I'm going to look here on my online stuff. I subscribe to Deezer, but you can subscribe to any of these. iDJ Pool. I like iDJ Pool because what it does is, we're going to do a search here real quick. We're going to do a search for Drake. And you'll see when it brings up Drake stuff, it'll show you explicit, clean, different remixes. The Deezer does not have these. This is one of the advantages of doing this through the iDJ Pool with promo only, content unlimited, because it marks these as a DJ would look at them. So I went for the same thing at Deezer. Oops. Deezer, stop it. Look for Drake there. It's going to bring up a lot of stuff, but none of these are marked clean or dirty or whatever. And that's the kind of like the interesting thing, that you have your choices to. This will have a lot more songs, and I mean a lot more songs, but it only has just the versions, that whatever it has there. And you'll see how quick. Now again, I'm using internet where I'm broadcasting out and back down and back up again, so it may not load super quickly, but you'll see how it loads, and once it loads, the song is playable. So I'm going to drag it up here, move this so you can see it, take this song, drop it, and boop. As soon as that song loads all the way, it is fully playable, scratchable, whatever you want to do with it. Cue points, whatever you want, it's doable instantly like that. And if you have it set up to auto cache, what it will do then is it will cache that song, so that if you do a search, it will then have that song in your search. So if I go here, move this back up, go back to my DJ music, back to DJ music, type in it should have shown both there. I must not have that cached. So what it would do is it would show online stuff that you have in that search also along with that. So it'll show both, but the idea is that with the streaming stuff is that you have to log in or go online at least once every 30 days, once a month, to show that you still have a paid subscription. Otherwise, after that 1 month, it will stop letting you play the songs offline. But as long as you go on at least once a month, it will let you continue to play those songs offline. So that's how that all works. No, iDJ Pool is part of promo only. It's actually, if you go to idjpool.com, I think is where that's at. It's another pool service, not promo only, but it's a pool service. But this is theirs through virtual, and they, for $10 a month you can do the music. I think it's $20 a month you can do video. Or wait, it's $20 a month for karaoke, and then whatever the next thing up there is for video. And they're all streaming services. So you can do karaoke streaming, you can do video streaming, whatever you want if you want to pay for that. And that's within Virtual's what they call their Content Unlimited service. And it's a streaming service. You pay for each one monthly. And I honestly believe there's going to be a lot more like that in the future, like theirs with the mixes and everything. I think it's going to get more oriented towards the DJ instead of just general songs like in Beatport or something like that. Still taking questions. I do have a topic to talk about here shortly. See what's going on, and there you go. Dave said he got to edit all his crates and everything. So cool. Definitely taking questions here. Todd says, will Virtual DJ allow you to import Spotify playlists from the event planner? No. Except for Algorithms DJ, none of them are allowed to use Spotify right now. Spotify knows that they can make money by licensing it to DJ softwares, so they're holding off. And the rumor that I had heard is the same people that made the Algorithm DJ software are the same people that made Spotify. So that's why you can use Spotify on Algorithm, because the same person made them and they made a little deal for that. But I do believe in the future they're going to end up adding Spotify. It's an interesting thing that Spotify is such a big thing, but yet it's so distanced from the DJ. But it all comes down to money, and I honestly think that once that becomes allowed to be streamed, we're going to pay extra, not just extra. So that's something that's going to be there. The playlists, there are sites out there, and gosh, if I can't remember what they are, give me a second here, where you can transfer your playlist, Spotify playlist, to other things. It's an automatic transfer. Todd Todd, hit me off online and I'll send you the links for that. I can't find it right now, but there are ones on there where you would be able to just go to your Spotify playlist through this site and then transfer it over to another format. Whether you mean like if you had like Deezer, like you could put a Spotify playlist on Deezer as long as Deezer has all the same songs that Spotify has. So if you have 20 songs on your Spotify list and Deezer actually doesn't have 2 of them, you can transfer it over, but it's not going to let you play those 2 that you don't have. But you can, with that tool that I'm telling you about, you can transfer a Spotify playlist over to Deezer and play from it. So, hope that answered your question. Are you using Virtual DJ? Yes. For those of you who don't know, I was asked, do I use Virtual DJ 2020? I've actually been using it, for those of you who know. And again, I'm super thankful. I sent them a big email on this, and I'm super thankful that Virtual let me do the world premiere video. So I actually had Virtual DJ 2020 a week before it was released. I was told like a month before it came out that I was going to be the one that got to do the world premiere video. A week before it, I got the program, spent all day going through it, then did my video on it, and then had to hold on to it for like 2 days or 3 days before I was able to release the video. I actually DJ'd 2 nights out with it before it was ever released to the public. But I am using it, but I'm using my skin, not all the examples I'm showing you aren't the Virtual DJ 2020 skins. It's the skin I've been using that I'm editing. And for those of you who like to edit skins, I cannot edit the Virtual DJ 2020 skin and put my logo on it. I've tried. I may have to dig a little bit further. If someone figures out how to do it, let me know. The only thing I can figure out how to edit on the new 2020 skin is the label in the center of the record. That's the only thing I can figure out how to edit. They did this one totally different, so I cannot put my logo on the new one yet. I'm working at it. So if anybody figures out how to do it on the new one, let me know. Yeah, like I said, the tool, let me see if I can find it here. Just hold on one second. I don't remember what it was called, and I don't remember what I had it under. Let me hold on here. I'm doing a quick search if I can find the name of it. I can't remember. Sound, SOUNDIZ.com. It transfers playlists. Sound, SOUNDIZ.com. That's the website that will let you transfer them over. So if they do stuff in Spotify, you can use that, transfer it over to Deezer, sign up for your Deezer account, play it from your Deezer account. So all of those are there. All right, so I'm going to do a quick commercial, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell you guys a very special thing. It's really awesome, so hold on here. I'll be right back.
Tonight's DJNTV show is sponsored by DJ Event Planner, ADJ, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and DJNTV Insiders.
All right, we definitely want to thank our sponsors for making the show awesome as always. But here's the thing. You guys have a chance to win something. For those of you who don't know, in Las Vegas, just like every other thing in the world, there are expos for everything you can imagine. And there is a very big, very popular Photobooth Expo in Las Vegas every year. They're expanding this year, not just having seminars on photo booths, not just having demos in the showroom about photo booths, but they're bringing the DJ side into it this year and DJ education, and Discjockeynews gets to be a big part of that. And we're going to be putting on seminars the entire week that we're there, and I'm going to be there doing a seminar and some DJing, but there's going to be a whole boatload of other people. The show starts on Monday, February 24th at noon. There's a full day of educational seminars that will be going on for DJ business education. It continues on for Tuesday and Wednesday, and they are some serious business training, different things that have to do with the DJ world. I know a lot of them are going to be going on about how to get started as a DJ, the beginner DJ, the beginning business of a DJ, stuff like that. They're a little bit for everything, but there are going to be a lot of beginner stuff there. We are also having a chill out networking night, a special DJNTV only chill out for a party. And to get into that party, you have to get one of the special full passes, seminar full pass, if I'm reading this right. John sent me this whole long thing to understand it there. But we're going to give you a chance to win a chance to get into that party, and also $50 off either. So by winning this, and I'm going to give away 2 of them. So $50 will get you the showroom only pass, or you can put that $50 towards your entire show pass for both the expo, the showroom, the seminars, everything. You put the $50 towards that, whichever you want. I'm going to give away 2 of those tonight. Not tonight, but I'll show you how to win them tonight. If you want the tickets for the expo, or to read more about the expo, you can go to DJNTV.com/tickets and use the promo code DJNTV Show 2020. I'll say that again. The promo code is, or was I not supposed to give that away maybe? I don't know. Oh, no, that's, the tickets are half price right now. So, that's the code you can go for the half price. He sent me this thing that's like this long. So right now the tickets are half price. They do change, obviously, closer we get to the expo, they're going to go up. But if you go to DJNTV.com/tickets, enter the promo code DJNTV Show 2020. All one word, capitals, DJNTV Show 2020. You can get tickets for half price, and that is going on until November 1st. So you can sign up for half price for November 1st. But we're going to give away $2 $50 tonight. Or not tonight, but over the next week, by the end of this week. All you have to do to get entered into that, you obviously hope that you're going. So if you're going to enter this, hopefully you're going. You're not just going to enter it and then we'll have to pick somebody else. But all you have to do to be entered in for that competition is that somewhere where you see this video, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook when we show it on demand, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on demand, does not matter. All you have to do between now and Monday the 21st, I'm going to do this. I might continue it a little bit further, but at least we'll say the giveaways on Monday. So between now and Monday, let's do this 1 week. We're going to do it 1 full week. So by the end of the night, Tuesday the 22nd, is that the 22nd at the end of there? Yeah. By the end of the night on the 22nd, that gives you 7 days, tonight and all the way to there, all you have to do is in the comment section below, whether it be the comment section on the Facebook or comment section here, you could either leave a comment with a emoji or just leave your favorite emoji or a string of emojis. It's going to be entered by putting an emoji. So comment and some emojis, just an emoji or a line of emojis, however you want. And that's the way you're going to tell me that you want in this competition to win one of the 2 $50 prizes towards the expo that either gets you the showroom pass flat out or $50 towards your entire show, the entire expo pass. I know that's confusing. Feel free to ask questions. Like I said, he gave me this long thing, and I actually had to call him up and have him explain it to me. But that's prizes we're giving away. So if you guys want to go to the DJ Expo, if you plan on going to the the Photobooth Expo in Las Vegas, February 2020, just a few months away. I'm going to be there. There's going to be there's another video, excuse me, on DJNTV on the Discjockeynews YouTube where John goes through and introduces and talks about every single person presenting for the entire seminar. And you can go there and see all the different presenters and what they're presenting. But I will be there. I'll be doing, I'm not sure if he's going to have me do a mixing thing, because we originally talked about doing a class on basic mixing, but then he also said he wants me to do some stuff on virtual. So I think I'm going to be talking about everything, but I'm also going to be mixing live along with John's son, Michael, and you can come up to me and ask me questions too while I'm mixing. I'm going to be mixing in between each one of the seminars. So, and maybe the showroom too. I don't know what all's going on there yet. So, all you have to do to win those is in the comments, not the chat, the comments below afterwards, whether it be here or one of the feeds on Facebook when it gets put over there on demand, leave either a comment and an emoji or just an emoji or a string of emojis. So I need to know that by you putting an emoji there. Like, hey, love the show, emoji, 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 put me in the drawing, emoji, 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 or just emoji, 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 anything you want. And that's how I know. I'm going to pick one person, 2 people, one $50, one $50, 2 people, the end of the night, Tuesday next week. So I've rambled. All right, let's see if we have any more questions in there. Yeah, I did answer the question about using Virtual DJ. Like I said, I used it a week before everybody else got it. Not a week, about a half a week before everybody got it. And used it out live. I actually took pictures and posted stuff, then it was blurred because I couldn't show that I was using the Virtual DJ out there. It had the new logo and everything. And I really want to thank Virtual DJ for giving me that opportunity. That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You know, I love this program. I've been using it my entire career of doing computer DJing. When I was beginning to sample them, I tried every single software. I tried every one of them. Serato, PC DJ, Tractor, everything that I could get my hands on. And Virtual DJ did everything that I wanted to. It let me customize. I wasn't stuck with one simple thing. I could make it look like anything I want, use it for anything I want, and that's one of the things why I like about it, because it's so versatile. You can make it, if you don't like the way it looks, change the way it looks. That was one of the things I heard somebody complain about a while back. Well, I don't like the way Virtual DJ looks. To me, saying you don't like the way Virtual DJ looks is like saying, I don't like my TV because of the programs that are on it. That's what that equivalent is. Change the channel, your TV's fine. If you don't like the way it looks, change the skin. There are thousands of skins. Change the skin, find something you like. That's all you got to do. I'm rambling. I don't mean to be on a soapbox there, but we still have questions. We still have a few minutes left. Definitely field some questions from the chat. Anything you want tonight. Mixing, software, personal, no. So feel free to hit me up, anybody in the chat. Let me know what you think of these live shows, and if you want me to hit any specific topics in the future. Also, if you want me to hit any specific topics about virtual in the future for our VDJ how-to show, definitely hit me up about that. A lot of good stuff going on in Discjockeynews. We have a lot of live shows going on. I think John is out of town this week, so I don't know who's all. I know Brian did his last night solo by himself. I'm by myself tonight. Sorry, I just coughed again. I can't kill that mic quick enough. But feel free to hit me up. Do I change to Serato skin? Only to show people what the Serato skin looks like. That's all. So I'll show you guys. So that's my skin right there. This is the one I like with my little logos in the center there. All right. So this is the stock virtual, which lets you use the starter one, which lets you do the album there, and it's pretty much basic. The essentials let you have some changing, so that can be a picture there. If I don't want that there, I can do oops, that's not what I wanted there. I want the jog wheel display to turntable look, so it can have a turntable, which I thought was kind of cool. That like if I play this and jump all the way in the song, watch the tone arm as I'm zooming in the song. The tone arm goes down the needle as if it's spinning in, and I thought that was one of the coolest things. But you can have the tone arm. You can have no cover art. You can have it look like a record player. You can have it just look like the small thing there. Spinner look, no center. There's a lot of changeables on this thing. You can make that look like the same with Pro. Does the same thing, but it gives it a little bit more of that look right there. And that's changeable too. You can make that changeable. And then the performance gives you all kinds of add-ons. Like you can go up into here and do a mixer to where you put your mixer down below. It keeps this kind of simple, and then you add stuff as you need it. Your audio effects can be added there, and also your video stuff can be added there if you choose to, or just don't do any of them. And this is what the Serato looks like. This is the Serato 1.9. And you can do vertical or horizontal waveforms with this. You don't have to do just that. And there's the 2.0. So that's what the Serato 2.0 skin looks like. And like I said again, you can do vertical or horizontal, whichever you want to do for the waveforms. I'm just leaving them like that to show you what it looks like. But that's what they look like. I'll go back to mine here. And that automatically changes the waveform. So I have to go up into the wave and change it back to what I like, which is the red right, blue left decks. So hope that helped you out there with the questions. Ask about the logo. It depends on what skin you do. Some are really difficult, some are really easy. The stock skin, the default stock skin, which is actually not even there anymore because it removed it. But to put it on the old stock skin, it was simply taking your logo, and you have to open up a zip file with this, which is in your skin folder. Virtual DJ has a folder in there that has all your plugins, your effects, your playlist, where it keeps them all there. And in one of them, it's called skins, and it's where it holds all your skins. And each one of the skins that's in there that has, like maybe a dark gray theme and a dark gray theme and a light gray theme and a daylight theme, they're all zipped into one file. So you unzip that file, and then you take out those, they're either usually a PNG or BMP file, which is a picture file, and then you take that and you put it in Photoshop and put your logo on the center of the record and save it and put it back in the zip file and put it back there. But the one that I have here that I'm showing right there, doing these was a little bit different because this wasn't just putting a color on there. What it was that I had to put a stencil there, and what it did is it let the color come through. So it wasn't like red logo. It was black with this cut out in the center, and then let the color red come through that. So that was a little bit more difficult, where I had to create a negative PNG for right and left decks on that. So it's kind of complicated depending on what your Photoshop skills are and stuff like that. Define having trouble getting them to queue. Do you mean that you press the button and it didn't queue, or what? Because some of them, depending on if you run the stock MIDI mapping, it puts it in there automatically. Otherwise, you kind of have to switch. Let me show this here real quick. I don't know if it's going to show it or not. If I go here and then I go into my audio, see, no, it's not showing the pop-up. I knew it wouldn't. Let me see if I can grab that a different way. Nope. I'm seeing if I can grab it a different way here. Can't seem to make that grab that window there. Nope. Nope. I thought it would let me grab that. Anyways, there are things in there, and I can't show it without showing that. It's really not going to work. But in your audio settings, you can choose headphone, and speaker, and then you have to determine what sound card you're going to use for those headphones. That's the difference between Serato and Virtual. Serato does not let you pick what sound card you want to use. So you technically can have a sound card. Like tonight here in the studio, I'm running everything out of a USB mixer, and that's the sound card that I'm using for everything tonight, microphone and music. But if I wanted to, I could use the sound card in here for one thing, for music. I could use the sound card in the computer for the microphone and use the sound card in that for headphones if I chose to. That's the good thing about Virtual. So you would have to go into the config up the top right-hand corner, and then it drops down your settings, and you go to audio, and then in audio settings, and you'd have to pick. So to make sure your headphones are picked as in a main outs are channel 1 and 2, headphones are channel 3 and 4. So you kind of have to set them up. If you go to Virtual DJ's website, they do have tutorials on all the hardware, how to set it up. So go look up your DDJ 1000 on the Virtual DJ's website, and it will show you how to set up the hardware there step by step. No matter what hardware you have, if it's compatible, and there's almost nothing that's not compatible with Virtual. If it's compatible on Virtual DJ's website, they do show you a tutorial how to set your stuff up. Question here says, you said stock, not MIDI, MIDI, musical instrument digital interface, and that's a language that basically lets the hardware speak to the software. So when you move your deck or you move your volume on your controller and it moves on the program, that's MIDI making the two work together. And I do a lot of customizing with mine. So a stock mapping would have whatever the factory decided they wanted it to be. Show you a good example here. All right, so if I'm playing, let me pick a song here, throw something up here. All right, so I can play all these. These are YouTube demo songs. Okay, so we won't get in trouble for these. All right, so I've remapped a lot of this stuff here. So these are audio effects that you can do things with, and I've rededicated mine to they're always these three things. So it's not going to be you could change it up on the program, but it's always going to be right here, these three. And that's going to be an echo that's post fader. That's actually two. I triggered two there. Again, I mapped it, so there are two effects being triggered right there. A flange and an echo, and it's post fader, so that means that volume up or down on the fader, and this lets the echo go past that fader. And then backspin, and then a quick dump. Those are on there. Also, one of the things that Virtual has is that it has a synth in there that lets you put drum beats or musical things like that, and it syncs it to the beat. And one of the things that I've done with that is I've let it, with this sensor button that I never ever use, I put that drum kick attached to that. I MIDI mapped it to that. So if I get to a part of a song that doesn't have a kick, so like if I play this here and pull the bass out, we'll pull the mid out. So all we have is high right there. I'm going to put the kick in there, and it'll be on beat with the song. And this will be double. I can turn it off. And it'll keep going until I shut it off. There you go. So those are MIDI mappings there. I also did stuff down here. So if the song's playing, I also have audio effects here. Now, this is supposed to be roll. So standard for a standard stock, this is what you have. Kick that back. So that's what would be their stock. I put another layer to it that did my own audio effects. Just an echo out. So I put my own in there, and then this one here is video effects. So I can trigger video effects from here by pressing that button, and then the last one is sampler. So these are all things that I've MIDI mapped, different things to do stuff. One of the things, like if you look up at the top, you'll see the song jump forward and backward. Okay, you can see that at the top. Over here, these parameter buttons, this it's called beat jump, and it was set underneath. So you would have to hit the shift button to make that beat jump work. I MIDI mapped it to flip because I don't use the parameter buttons for anything. So now this is my beat jump. So if I need to play a song and I want it to come back, I can keep that going. Or forward. And those, again, are all kind of MIDI mapping stuff that I've done. And there's so much more on here that I've done I can't even begin to tell you. But there's just endless amounts of stuff that I've done on here for MIDI mapping. And that's the difference between a stock and mine, which I've done, like I said. And there's just so much I've done here I can't even begin to tell you. Yes, I make the joke that Virtual DJ should change its name to Versatile DJ. Yeah, so any more questions? The sound card that I use on the software. So you're saying it errors out when you try to pick the DDJ 1000 software. Is that what you're saying, TJ? That you're trying to pick the Pioneer DDJ 1000 sound card and it's erroring out? Because if it's doing that, it's either a cable issue or something's broke within the unit, like the plug's broke or the unit's not picking up. Again, go to Virtual DJ's website, look for your hardware, and it will give you a step-by-step breakdown on how to set it up if you don't know. So, yeah. Yes, correct. Well, we are at the hour mark, even though I started late. Finish up with any other questions. I didn't get as many questions tonight as I thought. I thought you guys would, since I had been so long since I had done one of these shows, I thought you guys would come and hammer me with questions. But that's cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I usually do this about once a month now. I know that for you guys, you're going into the off season of the mobile DJs are going into the off season. Because I do clubs and bars, nothing changes for me. It actually kind of gets a little busier because besides doing my regular Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I do other parties beyond that. So like the end of this month, I have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the end of this month. And then November, I have a boatload of parties on top. So I'm doing double gigs. So I'll do a party and then do a club afterwards. So I'm hoping that I would be able to do a show at the end of next month, November, or sometime in November, another one here. So feel free, if you guys want these, let us know, because like I said, we're here for you. If you guys don't like the show, we won't do it. But I think it's kind of a neat thing that you guys are able to come and ask questions about different things. And I think I offer a service that hopefully it helps. And I think I've helped a few people tonight. Thank you, TJ, about the mapping. When I got this controller, I spent about 6 hours getting it like I wanted it. Not saying that you have to. Like, literally, you can plug and play virtual with your controller. But I wanted to do what I wanted to. Like, I even have the touch sensitivity on the platters turned up for reasons. We're not going to get into that. I have, gosh, what else do I have on here? Oh, I have, this is kind of neat. I'll show you this real quick here. Which way is that going to show? All right, so these buttons right here let you jump between different folders, and I've kind of taken them a bit further. So if we go here to this right here, and you're going to see that right now, by pressing one of those buttons, I can scroll here. I press another button, and let's say I put a song down here and holding. I'm going to put a couple songs down here and holding. This is my holding area, which that's another thing I kind of customize. So if I press another button, I can now scroll down here. Press button, scroll up there. Go over to this left side, scroll wherever I want to. Back over to here. Type something in. And then the scroll button that I'm using, if I press down on it, it will then load up to that deck just by pressing. And if I have a song here, and let's say I want to put this song down into the holding, I hold down the shift button, and then that button, the same button that I press to send it up to the deck, I can send that song into holding, and then go down there and scroll there and load from there the same way. And if I want to put my cursor right here, I don't have to touch my mouse the whole night. All I do is press the button, and right there it's highlighted, and I start typing. All I got to do. So that's the other part of mapping I did there. That all of this is different things that I do on these mappings, and it takes me like forever. So, yeah, like a lot of wedding guys have off seasons. I don't want to say off seasons, but it's slightly less. You know, Christmas season's obviously busy for a lot of the mobile DJs, but like after that, then between then and spring when weddings start and everything's like that, it kind of slows down for some of them. But like I said, for me, it doesn't. I don't have an off season, so. If I can get a show in next month, I definitely will. If you guys want some topics on one of the other shows, you want a topic on here, if you want me to come on somebody else's show and talk with them about something, hit us up, let us know. But do not forget, if you're planning on going to the 2020 Las Vegas Photobooth Expo with Discjockeynews doing seminars, make sure you can enter a chance to win one of two $50 gift certificates that go either towards your showroom pass or towards your entire pass, whichever way you want to do that. All you have to do to get put into that drawing, and you plan on going, you want in that drawing, all you have to do is in the comments below on YouTube or in the comments on the videos that you see on YouTube, on Facebook, when we do this on demand later, we put it on Facebook. All you have to do is in the comments, put a comment with an emoji, just an emoji, or several emojis, and that will be your way to enter in. And I will pick two people next Tuesday night, and you guys can find out who wins. So hope you guys enjoyed this. The mapping is, some of it's done in the mapping and options, some of it's done where I actually pulled the XML file out, which is a ridiculously long text file, and I actually type the coding in the file the way I want it to. Since I started doing that 10 years ago, I started mapping stuff 10 years ago, they've put a lot of the things that I had to go into the code now into checkboxes in there with the options. So there's a lot that I used to have to do by going into the code. Now it's just a checkbox. So mapping tutorial will be really, really difficult because, like I said, there's little languages and different things you have to do in there, codes, and I'm not sure. It's not going to show it because I can't do the pop-up, or rather I'd show you some of the codes and how they work out there. But it's kind of, you kind of have to know what it is and figure out what you want to do with that. That would be a tough one to do, but I could show a few people maybe. But if that is it for tonight, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Keep us informed of what's going on. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and more importantly, take care of each other, because it is a crazy world out there. God bless.